Hey everyone! Happy Friday! Whoop whoop! Friday is here, weekend again. It's always nice when you reach the weekend, isn't it? Especially when the weekend means crafty fun times. Hi Anne, Anne is here on the button. We're actually a little bit late, it looks like. Just trying to get all set up. Craig was fighting with the white balance. It happens. We managed to get our light back in action, so you can see a big difference on the old shiny, the sequins cards. You can see the reflection a bit more, which is good. I like, and I think it looks better on close-up cam as well. Let's just have a little look, check what that's like. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Still yellow for you, Craig, is it? No, he's not happy with the colour. Just have to do for tonight. How are you guys? Have you had a wonderful, wonderful week? I hope so. Mine has been super duper busy. Piper's back at school, of course. So trying to force ourselves to go to bed a little bit earlier than the summertime has than what we've been used to this summertime. And then panicking a little bit in the mornings whenever the alarm goes off. Although I've not done too badly until today. I suppose it'll just take us a little while to get back into the swing of things. Who else have we got here? Spunky Girl Paper Go. Hey! Hello back at ya. Craig's still twiddling with the lights. How's the audio, everyone? Hey Elaine. Yeah, just give us a shout out. Let me know if the audio is good, all good in the hood. So that before we crack on with any serious crafting, we can make sure we have all the buttons pressed. Oh, Craigie, it's not a big deal. They'll be fine. I don't know what it is. You can fiddle with it at the weekend, okay? You know what you can do?
In the kitchen.
Is make me a cup of tea. That'll make you feel better. Certainly make me feel better. Hey, everyone. I moved them out of the place. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Squeaky, squeak, squeak. I will just start off by saying that this is a live crafting stream. So if you're watching this on playback, then it is not going to be a short edited video. Oh non, non, au contraire. It is going to be in real time, because I'm crafting live with my peeps. Is it just me, or is the picture blurry? Let me hit the old focus button, but it looks to me, it might have been because I was fiddling with this. Elaine says picture perfect, so you might want to just refresh your the stream if you're having any problems. Down here somewhere there's a button that says live, so if you click that it can catch up with itself essentially. Right guys, I have got an exciting day tomorrow, because some of my school friends are coming over to London and we have got an exciting day planned. I'll tell you about that in just a minute. But one of my ladies, one of my girlfriends from school, messaged me earlier this week and said they needed a retirement card for their auntie and uncle, and would I make one? So that's the plan for tonight, which is why I've been brainstorming what kind of word dies we want, and I think we definitely need a retirement word die, don't you think? I don't know if you guys have any other suggestions for dies that would be a good idea. If you do, let me know. I'll steal all your ideas. Just try and stop me. I'm sure you won't mind. So I was trying to think, what do we want on retirement cards? So it's my friend Ruth. She wants it for her auntie and uncle. And her auntie and uncle worked in a shop, apparently. Yes, I believe so. And so one was a shop and one was a grocery shop and one was like a chip shop or something. And I realized I don't have any stamps which are like shops. So picture is great, change the quality, fabulous. So I was trying to figure out, what do I want? What can we put on a retirement card? So here's a question for you guys first of all. Put your, my comments are over here, but it might be down there for you. Put some comments out there. I want to know what you think would be an excellent thing to include on a retirement card. All right? I want to know what you think, because let's see what we can come up with together. I was looking through some of my stamp sets and I came up with some of these, and maybe we can try and figure it out together. I've got my lights on, so I've got a bit of glare happening tonight. We'll have to just, maybe if I can do it this way. So I've got this one, which is called Beast Friends from MFT. And there is a sentiment that says, oh gosh, this is going to be hard. The best is yet to come. So that was the first one that I thought might be quite fun. The best is yet to come, and have a Yeti, but it's, I don't know. I don't know how, I don't know whether they're into cutesy or what, and I don't know whether it's going to be as obvious. And then I remembered that there was a stamp set here in the Mama Elephant set that says the best is yet to come, hang in there, but we could just use the best is yet to come, which I thought might be nice. And then someone, who was it there, Spunky Girl said, I guess your name is Megan. Megan said something about relaxing. So this is why I pulled out this one. So this is the Life is Good from Lawn Fawn. And you've got Life is Good, we've got Relax. And then we also have things where you could create a beach scene, I guess. That's quite cool. Remember the days you wanted to lie in, Megan. That's a good idea. And then I realized that there is the word retirement in this honeybee stamps set. It's called Celebration Sentiments, the word retirement, so that's good. Although I also realized there's no like happy retirement or something. Maybe if I look closely, I'll say something like enjoy your retirement. I don't know. So that's an option. And then I pulled out this one because it had happy, that we could maybe pair up with retirement. It just happened to be at the start, it's Avriel, so I was like, a plain happy would probably work with that one as well. Animals are cute as well. So here we go. Two crocs holding hands going somewhere together. I did think of crocs because they look pretty happy, those crocs. You can see how yellow this is compared to the other one. So, and I did think wine. I don't know whether wine, who said wine? Elaine said wine time. Is that because you're off to get a glass of wine, young lady? Or are you suggesting the crocs in the wine? Remember the days you wanted to lie in but you couldn't, now you can. Yes, I like that. I could maybe write that down. Actually, I'm going to write that down right now, so I don't forget. Remember the days you wanted to lie in, but you couldn't. Now you can. And then maybe happy retirement. Something like that. Woohoo! Hi Hi, Brina. So if you wanted to use that, you could have celebrate your retirement, which is, I think, why, because this is called celebration sentiments. So it would be celebrate your, is there a your retirement. That could work. Hey, Craft with Gertie, how are you doing? I hope you had a wonderful birthday. I did have my birthday. Thank you so much, and it was an amazing day. Yeah, that's awesome. A croc stamping on an alarm. Let me get my Crocs out because that seems to be a popular choice for discussion anyway. So we've got some crockety Crocs. This is like just don't have an alarm clock. I'm sure we could draw one easily enough though. And I also thought that the little elephants are quite cute. The wine could work, although I think I might text Ruth because knowing my luck, they're maybe teetotalers or something, and I don't want to make a card and then it's not appropriate. Any problems with the wine glasses, etc. on the retirement card? There we go. We'll see what she comes back with. Although Ruth today, there is an E missing, but it's here because you can then have celebration and celebrating. So it's quite clever the way they've separated it out so that you can build it all together. All right, so I think Crocs are a good choice. Somebody said Crocs holding hands. They're not really in the right place to hold hands, but they could be holding wine and cake or something. Let me see what's over here. No. I do like the alarm clock idea. As well. Okay, let's move these over to the side, and I think I shall stamp some Crocs at least while we're getting started. A double slider with a celebrate. Ooh, yes, that could work. Double slider with a celebration theme. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I wish I had like a. It'd be awesome if you had like a champagne bottle, like popping out a cork or something. Should have thought about this more before tonight. Hi, Marjoline. Ooh. Glad to see so many people on tonight. Feels like a full house. Come on, Mr. Crocodile. Yes, so tomorrow, really excited. I can't even remember whether I told you guys last week. I might have done so. That some of my school friends are coming over and we are going to the Crystal Maze. Do you guys remember or recall the TV program The Crystal Maze? Do you remember that? Well, there is a Crystal Maze experience, I guess. Experience day thing. And we're going to go to that. And I'm really, really excited. I'm also a bit scared because because Ruth, who this card is for, she's very serious about competition. She's very competitive. And if she pops on to view the stream, I'll have to give her a hard time. So I know that if I mess up, which I probably will, because you guys see it every week, I mess up all the time. But yeah, I think she's going to get completely wound up, which is going to be really funny, but she won't think it's funny at all. I love her the best. Hey, Crockies. I'm going to give them an extra layer to make it really bold. Elaine says, my favorite show. So for those of you who, because I'm not sure how like worldwide it was, whether it was it had that Richard O'Brien guy, right? And I want to say he was super English, so it might have been is it a British show? I'm not sure. So the idea was that you had 2 teams. I want to say 6 in each team. It might have only been 4. I'm not sure. This team and this team, and then the whole set, I guess, or studio was set up in different zones or worlds. You had the Aztec world, and they were all built up like TV sets almost. And you would, there would be a room, and you go into the room, and you had a challenge. So you were set a challenge. Maybe it was solving some sort of a mathematical riddle. It might be that you have to like move things to like twist poles and stuff to make a crystal come down. And the idea was that you had to solve the riddle within the time. And if you solve the riddle, you get the crystal and you come out. And if you didn't, you can abandon ship. You can, if you're running out of time, you can just leave without the crystal. But if you don't get out within enough time, and the timer reaches 0, then you're locked in the room, and you stay there. Oh, was it one? Not 2 teams, 1 team. Thanks, Elaine. You obviously know this is your zone, your jam, and let me move you down. Oops, sorry. One sec, guys. I just need to fix the focus here. Come on. There we go. Like escape room puzzles, absolutely like that. Absolutely. Let me see if Ruth has messaged back. She has not. So we'll just have to wing it. And then at the end, once you have done so many puzzles, oh, I've obviously coloured a lot of crocs because this super dry. Then you got 10 seconds for every crystal that you had, and you would go into this, literally a dome, like a glass dome, and there would be gold and silver pieces of foil, almost like notes, like paper money. And you had to remind me, Elaine, was it catch the gold ones, not the silver ones? Is that the way it was? And then depending, you had to get a certain number of gold, and for every silver you got, it was a minus point. And if you got over a certain number, then you won. But if you didn't get over a certain number, then you lost. So sad. Anyway, it's going to feel like we were on TV, but like in the 90s. You got 5 seconds for every crystal. There you go. Maybe I should have done a bit more research before tomorrow. I was more concerned over what I should be wearing, to be honest. Alright, I don't think that lighter colour is going to work for me because it is dead. So YGO3 for this little guy, first of all, anyway. And I want to darken up a little bit, but I don't really want to darken too much because I like his vibrancy, if you know what I mean. So I'll just kind of do a couple of shadowy areas with YG63, and then I'll blend that out again. It's back on TV, is it? Hi Anna, good to see you. I didn't know it was back on TV, but then we don't watch TV or really have a TV, so I'm one of those annoying people that someone will say, you know, blah blah blah, and I'm like, no. And like, the guy that was on the thing, no. You know that? You know that TV? Oh, he did the news. No. I'm sorry, that is not what I'm good for. Hey, Tally's here. Quick hello from me. Yay, Crux. Yay, Crux. I'm making a retirement card, Tally. So I had to crack out the crux. And the wine and cheese are starting the little cheese stick thing that's happening over here. That was massively popular when I was growing up. Any party that you had, went to a Christmas party or anything, you had an orange which was cut in half, normally wrapped in foil, and then it would be sitting here, so this half a sphere on the table, and then there would be cocktail sticks with like a lump of cheese, maybe a little pickled onion, and another piece of pineapple, and then boop, stick that in so it looked like a porcupine. It was crazy. Hello from Nancy from Long Island. Hey Nancy, are you well? You working tonight? You normally work, don't you, during live stream nights? And Lorraine says, I have the Crocs now, Lesley. I won them from Foil Fox on the blog hub. Oh, wow. Yay. Cheese and pineapple sticks. Maybe this is a specifically a British thing rather than in particularly an Irish thing. If Emer was here, she'd be able to help me figure out if it's an Ireland thing. Maybe she'll pop on later. But if you know what it is, then maybe it was more widespread than we originally thought. Nancy is off today, crafting all day. Woohoo! Now, some of you guys remember the ketchup incident in specific, but I think Nancy specifically, because I don't drink wine. Let me see, has Ruth said anything? Don't drink wine, so have not a clue about wine on the most part. So the last one I coloured, well, not the last one, but when on a stream that I coloured, it was a, I coloured it red, and Craig said that it looked more like a bottle of ketchup, which of course I truly appreciated. Elaine says they had it in Scotland. Oh well then, can't just have been an Irish thing. I'm gonna leave a little gap, maybe color it in super light green. I want it to have a look at what look like the light is shining on it. Oops, I don't think that worked very well. What color is a label on a wine bottle? I should probably research wine some more. But I mean, I don't understand why anyone would drink wine whenever there's stamps to be bought. You know, like, really? You could take that money and buy stamps. I've told you guys before, that is my measure for like life. Very posh if you had it though. I know, I remember. You were super posh. Get my silver platter on the go. Ooh, I wonder, do I have a Spectrum Noir silver? Because if I do, talking about poshty posh. Let's have a mooch and see. Let's move over up top. Every time I use this, I only have a sparkle. I might be able to use silver. What is the word? Like a silver paint or something. Let me see. Yeah. Silver paint. I've got e-zinc. It might be a little bit OTT, as they call it. Let's have a mooch. See what I can find. Otherwise, we'll have to just colour it in grey and pretend that it is silver. Of course, I know that in the Kuretake, they have some shiny watercolors, a bit like the Gansai Tambe. They have some shiny ones, but I don't have those ones. Let's see. This might work. Look, actually, it just looks grey. The crock looks lime. Looks like Morris Sendak's Alligators All Around. I don't know what that is. What is that? Is that a book? I have to check that out if it is. What did Piper do with my glaze pen? Not my glaze pen, my sparkle Wink of Stella. This might also work. Oh, that's better. Oh, lovely, lush. Super sparkly happening over here now. So this is called a Jelly Roll Clear Star. Aha. Nope. Come on. Can you see? Got a little shimmer to it now. Yes. Woohoo. I'm not sure whether I want this one or this one. I always do this. Chargers are silver. Yeah, the charger plate things. Yeah. That's what I was going for. Before Heffy Doodle, when I worked in the real world, I worked for the man. I worked for a company called Regis, which is a serviced office provider. And we had meeting rooms, and my team had to look after the meeting rooms as well as the rest of the bits and pieces in the office block. But in the catering kitchen, of course, we had loads of silver chargers, or big round platters, which probably inspired this, to be honest. I'll check out the crocs tomorrow, says Tally. Have fun. Don't forget the Instagram. Yes. I should probably say to you guys, please feel free to share the fact that you're watching this on YouTube. Share it with your friends and social media, if I can get my words out. I love having more people on board, watching, interacting. Eden's here. I was talking about you earlier, Eden. I'll not tell you what. You'll have to come back and watch the replay. Let the third croc hold the glass and bottle. Yes, that's what I'm thinking, that this is just perfect for it. Oh, here comes Craig. He's perfect for that. So I think that's a must, to be honest. So YG95 is a colour that I had to buy for crocs. It's like, is it olive? Let's have a look. Pale olive. Hello, Craigie.
Alcohol markers in here.
Smells like alcohol markers in it. Well, let me tell. It's the only kind of alcohol I'm interested. Second runner up with alcohol ink, though. Have you got tea for me?
Yep.
Yay! You're the best. Craig, which two crocs should I use for a retiring couple? All right. Ian's here. If Ian was here, he would say hello. But Ian is not here because he is busy working. Oh no, that is a shame. We love Ian, even though he's working. We love him, even though he should be working. What do you think? Just realised I've got a white patch in his armpit. He's got his deodorant hasn't soaked in properly. That's all. Nothing to worry about. These two? Why is that?
I don't know. Actually, for a reason. I don't know. This one looks a bit more.
Bit more posh.
I'm thinking.
This one can hold the things in his hands. Yeah.
I don't know. I think this one's a bit more immature because he's floating it on the ground.
Because he's doing the splits?
Yeah. People who are retiring are doing the splits.
Well, do you know what? They could.
The kids.
They can do anything they want.
Right.
Not ketchup.
Well done.
Woo!
That's very impressive.
I know.
You notice it's empty though.
Is it empty? I don't know. We'll have to make it work. All right, let's get some ties on the go. So we haven't figured out what the rest of the card is going to be. We had a suggestion of Crocs holding hands. One, what was it? Crocs holding hands. Kind of sauntering off into the distance type of thing. We could give the Crocs like shopping bags. Is that a retirement thing? I don't know. Wine. Maybe something, maybe they're in a garden. Retired people do gardening, right? Oh. Maybe I'm being a bit, what's the word, stereotyping? Maybe they could be in a garden, something like that. Garden or beach holiday, yeah. Cruises. Retired people do cruises as well. Oh, I've just had an idea. We could put a croc on the inside, couldn't we? Put two on the outside and then one on the inside. If we wanted to use all three. All right. God bless Heffy tape. Or Crocs bless the Heffy tape. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. So someone mentioned earlier that it was my birthday. Was that last week? It seems like a million years ago already. And I don't know whether I told you guys. I'm going to go to Harry Potter Studios and I am so excited for it. I hate lining up the dice in. They always move when I put them through the die machine. Yeah, that's annoying. That's why I use the Heffy memo tape. Although it's a very low tack tape, so you still have to be careful. No jostling it around too much. But I like it because it's easy to pull off. Have you ever pulled off like masking tape and it actually pulls off the top layer of your work? It is the worst in the world. Worse than all the things. All right, let me see what's happening. I can see what's happening here. I think I want to have like something exciting, like a shaker card or something. Lying in the bed. Well, they're not lying though, are they? Oh yeah, they would look cool in sunglasses. Sunglasses and wine. Woohoo! Let's get sloshed at the beach. We've waited 50 years for this. I'd brought my serving platter to the beach with me. Don't you? Let me check if Ruth says anything about wine. Nope. Okay. Ruth's probably too sloshed at the moment anyway. Ruth's one of the girls that we're going to the thing with, the Crystal Maze thing with tomorrow. Did anyone realize that I should have done an internal cut line on his hand? I don't know how I missed that. And it was like months afterwards when I was crafting, I was like, oh, that was dumb. Could have had him holding the platter. mean, I could probably cut it out with a craft knife if I was that way inclined. Harry Potter Studios is amazing. You'll love it. Christmas dinner there is on my wish list. Amazing. We are doing a after hours thing, an after hours exclusive. I can't wait. It's not till December though. So we could, I think this one looks quite effeminate. Do you not think? I don't know. Maybe I should have put like a skirt on her or something. Oh no. Okay, what are we gonna do? Let's have a look at our sentiments once again, so we can have a mooch at what we want to do. So we did think we could have celebrate your retirement. We could, okay, let me brainstorm it. We could have a front which is maybe like patterns and looks quite elegant and with like celebrate your retirement, and then on the inside, boom, we could have a pop-up with the Crocs or something that says relax, the best is yet to come or something. What are you thinking? Does that sound like it could be a thing? I don't know if I've got any pop-up things left. Lorraine says, cool. Got a little bag full of pre-dye. Did I buy the, I think I bought the pop-up dye. Let's have a look. It's bad when you can't even remember what you've bought. Aha, I did. What about a floral background? Could have a floral background. So we could do we could have a beachy scene then, like you guys were suggesting. Let's run this dye through the machine. And we'll sort of half assemble it so that we can all visualize it. Give her a pink bow. Yes, I'll give her a bow. Good idea. I've got that Moana song in my head now. Or technically Dwayne Johnson song. You face to face with greatness and it's strange. Open your eyes. Give her a beach basket. Oh, no. You guys are on fire. Yes. What about the basket from Universe? That would work, huh? Huh? Wouldn't that work? I think that might work. So we could have this here. I always forget. Do I put them down or up? So this is going to go here. This is going to be the beach. We're going to have some Crocs. Somebody's going to have a bow. They're still going to have wine, I think. Because wine, right? Long eyelashes. I might be able to add eyelashes or a little pair of glasses or something like that. A little bit of lippy. How sweet. Oh, I don't think a lippy will work on this one as well as one of the... Actually, the bow is going to be really hard. I had this with... I had this issue with them before. I was trying to put a hat on the croc. Last year for Halloween, I did a series of little videos on basically turning normal stamps, non-holiday themed stamps, and turning them into Halloweeny images. And I was looking at putting a hat on the croc, but because like his eyes are here, it's really hard to do that. You need to almost have a hat that, you know, that goes behind like this and then comes up. I don't know. Might need to actually draw one. Although we could maybe give her some like little pearls, like a little pearl necklacey thing. That might work. Be cute. I'll probably just draw it on though. I don't think the bow is really going to work. Little flower is quite cute. Let's give her a necklace. Yells, did you get the vellum? Oh, good. I'm glad. Let's get my thing full of... So you guys probably didn't notice last week. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say. In my little tub of pens, I had some stamps that I had... basically the new Heffy Doodle release stamps that I had. It was actually printed rather than stamps, but it was printed and yeah, like I'd cut around the outside of it, and it was in my little tub that had a cameo appearance last week or the week before, I'm not sure. I'm sure you're all going to be going now and having a look at the other videos. All right, so I've used what is this? A Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pen in the small, the S size. And I've created little circles. To give her a pearl necklace. Yay! She looks very posh. Very posh indeed. Let's see if I can give her a little eyelash without messing it up too much. And we will definitely give her some rosy cheeks, I reckon. Lovely. She's definitely going to enjoy that glass of wine. We need to stamp her a glass of wine. For sure. How about a sun hat? Brilliant idea. Yes. Do you think we can make it work? Let's see. Open your eyes. Let's begin. Oh, I should probably, if I put this back the way that I had it before. Is that how? No, that is not how I had it. Can't figure this out now. Aha, look at this. It's nice to know that something's going to change. Let's take some of these bad boys off. Stick them down. So Crocs was from our very first release, and they're still one of the most popular stamps. Actually, I think they. Some people say that they're an unusual animal, that people don't. That there's not a massive amount of Crocs out there in the wild, the stamping wild. I mean, of course. Plus, I think they're just super cute. You need to let me know if there's any other animals that you would like to request. I had an idea today for an animal that I think is pretty unusual, certainly stamp-wise. I told Craig, I'll not mention it though, because no my luck. Oh, my tea's here. No my luck, someone will think of it at the same time as me. Like the Celebrate, we had our Heffy Doodle exclusive for the last release, which was only available if you placed an order at the Heffy Doodle store. So for the exclusive, there was a little stamp set, little, I want to say 3x4 stamp set. I'm not sure. Called Celebrate, and it had a cute little turtle on it. And then whenever we were getting ready to announce, I think it was the week of the announce, we realized that just that week, Studio Katia had a Celebrate, and also Lawn Fawn did one which said something about Celebrate. I just thought it was funny, because obviously we send them off to get done ages before it's released in the wild, released for you guys to see. So there's no way it could have been copied, for want of a better word, or inspired by one another. I just think it's really funny. Yell says, I am, and she's talking about being on Instagram. And that her Instagram has mostly sketches. Is it card sketches or sketches, drawing sketches? See, Lesley, Yell, same picture. I You'll have to help me. All right, nearly there. I couldn't have one little cheese stick, whatever it's called. Can't have one crock can't have it. Both crocks need to have it. And anyway, another bottle of wine. Well, go down a treat, I'm sure. If we get through this one soon, we might be able to do another stamp roulette, which was very popular last week. You guys seem to thoroughly enjoy the stamp roulette last night. Okay, so we're gonna have a beach. We're gonna need, oh, let's get some sea for this one. I have a wavy one for the background. Oh no, that's the foreground. I think we're just going to have to wing it a little bit. Well, I do quite like the blue. Oh, come on, I can't get my fingers out here. I do quite like the blue stitched sky, but will they pop against it? Yeah, maybe they will. Maybe a light blue. Light blue or dark blue. Place your bets, please. Ian says, did you colour the cheese or the glass? They look white. This one is, where's the cheese? Oh, I did not colour the cheese. Silly sausage. Thanks, Ian. Get back to work. Some people are asking about Instagram, and I'm not sure if this question is directed at me, but I'll answer it anyway. What is my name on Instagram? It is Hungry Heffy. And for those of you who have been following my blog, which is Hungry Heffy Crafts, and my Instagram, then you might know that I've been really rubbish at updating my blog. Every Friday night I have these streams and I make loads of cards, but it's bedtime when I'm done, and then the next day I used to always religiously update my blog on a Saturday morning, and then as soon as I've started doing Heffy Doodle, there's work that gets in the way. So yeah, the blog was not being updated as regularly as I would like, or very much at all. So I have been doing some homework I've been doing catch up in inverted commas because, well, I don't like saying the word catch up because I think this is a hobby and that we should not be putting pressure on ourselves is my consensus, to be honest. We should not be putting pressure on ourselves for a hobby. I don't know what your thoughts are, but I don't think we should be, especially when we all, I'm sure, work hard. So I use the term catch up fairly loosely. Anyway, if you are subscribed, you will have seen that this week there has been a massive amount of posts compared to previous weeks. It just feels like I've just woken up and yeah, but it's good because it means I'm also being more active on Instagram. And there's some exciting collaborations and things coming soon. So I wanted to get my Instagram back into the swing of things. Okay. So we've got some water in the background. Now I'm going to stick this on here. I'm probably going to trim this off. I don't think it's necessary. And if anything, it might just get in the way. Okay. Pretty. What glue are you using? This is a Kokuyo dot liner. And it's one of the little ones that you can get replacements for. You just take it out like this, and they have little tiny dots on them, and yeah, they're quite cost effective. I have a whole load of tape runners. I've got I like the solid tape ones as well, a bit like the ATG gun, which is one of my favorites. Okay, let me just trim off this a little. Nice. And this is going to go on here. I'm going to stick this here. I'm actually going to use my ATG gun for that. And one thing you have to bear in mind when you're working on the inside of a card is that you will see, if I zoom in, can you see the raised bump because of the crease? So what you want to make sure is that you leave room for that So I normally actually start this above the crease slightly. You won't really notice it when all is said and done, but you will notice that there is an overhang. But we can take care of that easily. Because we've left that little sliver at the bottom, you will be able to close it completely flat though. Okay. So I need a sandy color for this, I reckon. I think a little distress oxide would go down well. What have we got? Antique linen, probably. And then I might actually want to put some distress ink on the top. Play it later. I was put off those glue dot things as mine kept coming off from the cogs, etc. But before that happened, great idea for crafting. I think some of them are very temperamental like that, to be honest. I think some of them are more prone to doing that than others. Sometimes you can get a bad batch though, like you can test it, ask around. I'm just going to use a scratch piece of paper here to cover up that section behind. We don't want sand in our sea. And then I think most people fold this bit inwards so you don't see it, because I believe it helps you position it like this. So what I'm saying is you don't have to add ink to it. I think what you do is you line up to the crease again. And then you have it like this. But what I like to do is bring the beach down a little bit so that it blends onto the actual base of the card. So I want to make sure that I bring it down just a little bit past it, and I'll blend it out into white. Are they refillable, or does it depend what you spend? These ones, so all of them are different for a start. So the Kokuyo is refillable. The ATG gun is refillable. I didn't get the ATG gun for so long because it's expensive, but since the moment I bought it and started using it, I love it. I love it a lot. All right. I got a blendy. And then this is going to go on here. Cute. And what we can do is use some stamps maybe from the Oceans of Love set to like little, what's the word? The shells and things. Wouldn't that be fun? Yay! So once again, I'm leaving room for the buttoned up bit. And then I always forget with this, down. I think if Snow was here, she would say, down, because I always ask every single time. Just to be safe, I'm gonna add some of the dot adhesive because it is a lot more forgiving. Down. Yeah, that makes sense. Boo! 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 Yeah, baby. Maybe some wobblies for the Crocs, because they're drunk. Did you just say that? Dana Joy is here. Hello! We're making some retired Crocs. Oh, do you think maybe she's got her... She has got her pearls on. Do you think he needs a bow tie? Do you think a bow tie? Let's see. He's going to be a very dapper Mr. Crocodile. Let's try it and see. It feels like they've just come from the DAR. Oh no, I guess that wouldn't have men in it. I don't know. Or if you are on this neck of the wood, something like the WI. Have you heard of the WI? And the MU. WI is the Women's Institute, and the MU is the Mothers Union. Mothers Union? Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. Oh, maybe I should have done it like a funky colour, like spotty or something, instead of black. What do you reckon? We'll stamp another one and see. I was also going to say googly eyes. Oh, well, the googly eyes will be too much for the inside of the card, I think, unfortunately. Lovely. A lovely, lovely gold tie. He is one smart Mr. Crocodile. Retirement should be celebrating because it won't happen in the future, as raising the age means dying on the job. Oh, well, aren't you a little ray of sunshine today? mean it's entirely true, but although I do think sometimes, and obviously this changes from person to person and situation to situation, I have seen so many people who have been really active and then they've retired, and then because they've not been active, their health like goes downhill quite quickly. We can add this on here. Or I could draw a bow tie similar to hers. I think I might do that because then we won't have the white border. I could of course try and cut it off. Or I could stamp it right on top, couldn't I? And colour it in. But I'm not sure that the yellow would go on top of my green very well. Might have to go red or something. Where there's a will, there's a way. Let's try it and see. If he had a briefcase, he could be tossing it into the sea. Oh, that's brilliant. That looks quite cute. Do you think we could add that on there? I like it. He could be tossing it in the sea, although I don't think Ruth's auntie and uncle had like desk jobs, briefcasey type jobs. I'm not sure, but I still like the concept of it. It's strong. I love these wee scissors. The briefcase could be on acetate like it's still in the air. You guys are amazing. I love this. Woohoo! Are they having, maybe the wine is just going to be sitting waiting for them. Like down here. She has to have one now. She's like, come here, darling, let's enjoy the wine and the sunshine. Not that there's sunshine much in Northern Ireland. Do you want a cheese stick? Something like that. Do you think we can make it work? Wobbly. Everyone loves a wobble. Actually, I've just placed an order for more wobbles for the Heffy Doodle store. You'll be glad to know because you guys loved all your wibbly wobbly woos. You're welcome. Be about a week or so before they get here. I had thought that we might get some like glasses for her, but they're not going to work. They're too big. I'll put some of these away again. So that's retirement. That's not even relevant. Go away. Oh, a hamper. Yes. Where is my... Here we go. So we have the Oceans of Love set, which has a cute little basket. We could turn that into a picnic basket, I reckon. Maybe put a little bit of gingham coming out over the side or something. maybe put the bottle of wine in that. This is from the Muniverse stamp set from Heffy Doodle. And there's the little Celebrate one I was talking about earlier, actually. Now, gingham. Where would I find gingham? Or what about plaid? Maybe a little bit of plaid. I don't know if that's going to be small enough. I'll have to see. I'm actually going to use the Nouveau ones for the basket. Mostly because my Copics all seem to be fairly dried up, unfortunately. Do you have a party popper? Do you mean the one that you like pull on the end, or like a one that you blow out, that kind of thing? Ribbons in the background. Yeah, I've got a honeybee stamp one that could work. Something like that. Use the plaid for the blanket and put the basket and tray on it. Oh, now you're thinking in portals. I actually have a I have a stamp. I have the Blah Bunny stamp. Have you guys seen it from Honeybee Stamps? It's the most random stamp in the world. It's got this little bunny that's lying down. He looks like he's hungover, or he's sick or something. So he's called the Blah Bunny. And the Blah Bunny has got a little rug. So you could stamp the rug and cut it out. Although it is just a rectangle, so it's not exactly a complicated item. Miss, I'm not sure if it's going to work. Use the plaid for the blanket and put the basket tray on it. Yes, got it. Is this, think that's going to work? If he's hungover, he can join the crowd. Yeah. It could extend onto this side of the card. Oh, on the front. Could do. Although I quite like the idea of having a like a surprise. I'm just gonna take a minute because I want a smaller one. Let me look at my 6x6 papers. I don't know whether I'm going to be successful, but I'll have a quick mooch through them because I think a smaller print, you'd see more of the plaid. Okay, this one, not red though, which I quite enjoyed. This looks quite cool. Let me see what else I've got. Yeah, it looks a little bit too big. It'll do if we can't find anything else. But, I mean, I've got so much paper here. I'm fairly certain we'll be able to find something that'll work. It's just going to take a few moments. Ah, do you know what, guys? Da, da, da. That is the perfect one. It's actually perfect for the blanket. I mean the perfect for a little bit of doodah coming out. But then is it a blanket? Maybe not. That's the one, says Yaz Yaz. This is a cute blankety kind of plaid, but I still think it's quite big pattern-wise. I'll just have a quick other look. Just a quick one. Lots and stripes. No. What are you? Jelly bean soup. Oops. Oh, my paper's all falling out now. I can't see anything. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it's a bit too close to the color of my Crocs, I think. I seriously can't cut with these big scissors. I need to downgrade to my other ones. The small red one is better. Says Yals. Nom nom nom. Could have it something like that. I managed to catch my nail. It'll fade into the sand, and then me and Slosh won't find it. Yeah. So we could do a little pop up here. It's really hard to do this when it's standing up. With a little bottle of wine next to it. And the plate maybe. Oh, I didn't get the notification, says Adeline. Oh, I'm sorry. I think you need to turn them on these days. Oh, here, you can't be up there in the water, missus. What are you playing at? Okay, I'm going to fold this down and hopefully, maybe if I pop it off for now, it'll help me build it. There we go. All right. So we've got this. We could do a little like a little thingy majiggy majobby coming down from it. So when I am adding stuff to my stamps, like a picnic basket with a blanket, I sometimes stamp it then draw on top what I think it should look like. Does that look right? Or maybe it should be more pointy. Like that. And then hold two together. Now, it does mean that you're left without a stamp line, but you can add in the stamp line afterwards. Or at least a pretend stamp line. I like to use the memento marker for this because it's the same ink as what I've stamped in. Does that look right? Who is that stamp set? This is a Heffy Doodle stamp set, which is my company, by the way. Heffy Doodle. Oh! Don't try and steal that. The little basket is from a stamp set called Muniverse, which has a cute little kitty. And here's the basket. And then, this is the Muniverse. And then for these ones, it's called Happy Snappy Crocs. When I first saw your pop-up bit, I thought you were trying to build a cruise liner. The cruise liners were mentioned. That's what happens when you arrive late or have an active imagination. I like it. I like the idea of having a cruise liner. I'm not sure if I could pull that off live on air. Anne says, where did the name of your company come from? Some of you might already know this, but my darling husband, Craig, whenever we were going out back at university, he, let's put you there. He was amazed at how much food I could eat. And he said to me that, he said he called me a hungry heifer. So in English, heifer is a cow. Essentially, it was a little less severe than saying that I was a greedy cow, but more diplomatic. And he so he called me a hungry heifer. Just in passing, it was fun. I wasn't offended or anything. And he here we go. I'm trying to stick these down or get my eye on this. One day he said it to me again in joking, and I was like, "Listen, can you stop calling me a heifer? That's not nice. Or I'm gonna get a complex to stop it." And he put his arm around me and said, "But you're my Heffy." Of course, that resulted in a smile and a cuddle. And so from then, he would call me Heffy. And as the years went on and I started crafting, and he was the one who said that I should make a craft blog. And so I decided that I would call the craft blog Hungry Heffy Crafts, because I was his Hungry Heffy. And so that's where Hungry Heffy Crafts, my personal craft blog, came from. And then the stamp company Heffy Doodle is because I'm Heffy and I draw the stamps. So this is a Heffy Doodle. So there you go. Voila. All right, so we've got retirement here. From the Honeybee Stamps celebration sentiments. And then we've got relax. We could put relax up there. Do we want relax? Or do we just want happy retirement? Happy retirement. And then we could have the best is yet to come. That might be cute. I've just seen this, which is a decent size of happy. Happy. Yes, let's do that. Do we want to do the best is yet to come? Do we? Do we? Adeline says, are you playing roulette again? I am not, at least yet. It's only 20 to 11. So if I finish this, this is a retirement card that my friend has asked me to make. And if I finish this tonight, then and I've got time left over, I should say, then I will do a roulette for the last card, which is probably going to be the second card. Is that a sandcastle? It is a sandcastle, but I think there's too much going on the front. But we might be able to put the sandcastle on the, I think there's a bit too much going on the inside, but we might be able to put a sandcastle on the outside. What do you reckon? Do you think that might work? Okay, I'm going to put all of you over there. I'm going to leave you there so I've got a placeholder. Bum diddy bum bum bum. This is definitely going to go there. I want the word happy. And I'm thinking I might stamp it in a color, maybe a red, to kind of bring out the red on the, the ginghamy red. I think it needs some bright fireworks in the background. Oh, wow. But it's daytime though. This is a nice dark red, but it is completely dry. Oh well, guess you're gonna have to go in the bin. Here's another ladybug red. This one is from Dewdrops, or Dewdrops, depending on which part of the world you're from. So this one is actually from Hero Arts, and it is classic messages. It's super old. It's one of those ones though that I don't think I'll ever get rid of because it's a nice size. Happy retirement. Now, are we going to use the best is yet to come? Are we going to use that one? I would want fireworks day or night when I retire. Woo! Oh, don't let me forget the party popper idea. We could definitely do that. We could put the best is yet to come up top. Wouldn't that be cute? The best is yet to come. You could get an airplane flyby with those colours. Oh, oh, cute. Yeah, we could we do that? Do you think we can make that work? Have like the best is yet to come up there. Need to create some space, bear with me. Like this. Do, 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 do. You said that, and now I really want an aeroplane going this way, pulling this as a banner. That would be so cool. That would be amazing. Adeline says, I was going to suggest the same thing. So this is not going to bend very well because it's got the hang in there attached. I think they might need to go straight. We'll see what we can do. I forgot to mask off the hang in there. Hang in there. This is the hardest bit because the hang in there is really close. But lucky for me, I have Heffy memo tape. Piper was in my room today and she said, I wasn't here, I was in the kitchen making dinner, and she called through to me and said, Mom, I need glitter. Okay, I need glitter. Okay. And so I told her where to find the glitter because I was making dinner. I was not, because I'm a hungry Heffy, right? And so I was just like, yeah, okay, just do it. And then she messaged and said, how do I stick such and such a thing? I'm like, oh, I'm such an idiot. I forgot to take off my tape, didn't I? And anyway, moral of the story is, there's glitter everywhere in my craft room. Totes everywhere. And she took some multi-matte medium, and then she must have put glitter on it, but she took a brush and then like brushed it, but then the matte medium got all over the brush plus the glitter. Hey Jessica! Jess is here, Jessica McAfee. Jess, we are making probably the most epic retirement card known to man. Elle says, is there room on the card? I don't think there is room on the card to have an aeroplane that is pulling a sign that says the best is yet to come. But we're going to try. Because that's what we do here. I don't even know whether I have an aeroplane. I do have a tiny... I've got a truck, as you guys know from last week. I've got a paper airplane, but that's not quite the same thing, but it might do. I've got a scrapbooking one, which is tiny, and I think it's a silhouette. But I think it could work. What do you think? If you don't have a plane, you could use a bird. That's a brilliant idea. Now you're thinking. The best is yet to come. Okay, so we've got, oh, you can't see that because I've got some glare happening. So we've got a little tiny silhouette-y aeroplane. Wouldn't that be good? Zoop. You could use a bee. Since you have a gator, a bee would be good. Why is that? Is gators and bees friends? You have the flying by to say. Oh yeah, that's true. Flying by to say. A bee, a bird. Okay, there doesn't seem to be a lot of love for the airplane. I do have some some birds. I've got a Heffy doodle birdie. I think he's going to be too big though. Like he's too big for the proportion. Let me see if there's a smaller birdie. There's a smaller bird in Honeybee. One of the honeybee stamp. Oh, it's going the wrong way. It's actually got a banner that you can pull, but it's going the wrong way, so that's not that helpful. Surely I have a, yes, there is a flying bird. L'enfant to the rescue. He will do, won't he? The little birdie. I think he'll do. The tiny plane looks fine to me. Tiny plane or birdie? Let's assemble somewhat so that we can visualize. Plus, Jess has just joined us and she has not seen this masterpiece yet. So we haven't done anything on the front. That's important to know. We might do a nice cam front, kind of demure, and then on the inside be like, woohoo! So we've got a beach picnic happening because we're retired now. We can go to the beach any day that we want. We've got Madame Crocodile. And she is enjoying a glass of vino right here. And then we have got a picnic blanket happening, picnic basket, and a bottle of wine, probably a silver platter because we bring the silverware to the beach, standard, and then a wine glass and some cheese nibbles. Once again, gotta bring your nibbles to the beach. There was a suggestion for, this is a retirement card, as you can tell. There was a suggestion for Mr. Cock to be throwing a briefcase into the sea, which we really liked, but it's not for somebody who has a briefcasey kind of job. So, the best is yet to come up here on a little little airplane pulling it. Sorry, I keep getting glare. Or we could have a birdie pulling it. Place your bets, please. Sentiment could be in red or pink. Do you have a sun stamp? Yes. What's your thoughts? You need sunshine in there. I like the bird, but I'm partial to lawn fun. Let's do the bird. Oh, Adeline sends airplane. Bird or butterfly? Okay, I'm gonna go with bird. Mostly because I want to cut this way. Yay. Sunshine, happy days. Aunt Max is missing tonight. He is, isn't he? Where are you, Aunt Max? Someone go and give him a nudge. Tell him that he is being missed. Get your butt over here where you belong. Young man. What about a speech bubble and a yippee? Oh, Wendy, you are on fire. What about a speech bubble and the yippee from what you're saying above the boy croc? Ooh. I like it. I like it. We could totally have that on the acetate, so it is popped up. Do you ever get the feeling that, oh, that moved. Do you ever get the feeling that sometimes the inside of the card is going to be so immense that there's no way the outside of the card is going to be able to live up to it? I do have some dies, which are a small pennant. And I might even have some stamps. What's your thoughts? Talk to me, girl. And the birdie's going to have to be yellow to match the cheese and the cheese on his little bow tie. also to put on the croc's hand with yay. Also an awesome idea. Unless we could do, like, incorporate some of those ideas to the front of the card. Couldn't we, maybe? I've got an abundance of magnets floating around, threatening to attach to everything. Just get Mr. Birdie on the go. Too much wording. There is enough wording. Yeah, I think maybe you're right. But maybe the yay could be on the front, no? Or congrats. Wait, is it? Do you say congrats? Congrats, you're retiring. Is that weird? On the front, you could have a little birdie told me. I love that. Okay, I need like a dashed line or something. Oh, I know. Adorable Lions. Has got balloon strings. And it does have dies. If anyone has used these, I will give you a hint. Cut the die first of all, then stamp it. You will find it much easier. So cut the die, remove the die. Put your tip on the back. Place your die back in. Drop your stamp from somewhat of a height and it will position itself perfect. Please pop the sentiment in the bird. If I can without damaging, I'm gonna have to get my head in here, so apologies. Oops, upside down though. There we go. Do you mean when you say pop it up, put it on like a wobbler or something? I don't think a wobbler is going to... It's quite skinny is the thing. We could put it like little pop dots on it, but it is the inside of a card. So, oops, put this away. No, wait, is that no foam? Do not add foam, or is that no, not a wobbler? Foam, you ninny. I added the ninny myself. So this is going to gear something like this. And coming out of the bird's butt. In fact, where did that other birdie go to? Did I put him away? Did I discard him like an unwanted oiseau? There he is. Because I can use that to stick one on top of the other. This is the inside, no pressure for the outside. I know. You say it is big, but I don't know if that's going to, like, it's just totally going to cover him all. Unless you have it like this. Is that weird? That might work. Does that work? thoughts, please. Does that work? We could draw a little line. Let's do that. Make it a bit sturdy if it's closer together as well. Not weird, good. Oh, I've done it the wrong way around. I'm such a silly sausage. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Zoop. Okay, so something like this. I'm putting another birdie on the back. Will help reinforce because it's quite a fine line there. It's quite close now to here. But it might just have to do. I'm just going to reinforce the seal here as well. Pop that on top to help secure that down. I like it, says Adeline, or Adeline. The best is yet to come. Right, team, I think we need to start sticking. Let's get to it. We know this guy needs to be over here. So let's do that. He's going to be like here. And she's like, lady luck. She's going to be like here. So only her bottom of her feet. And a wine glass. Oops. And then I think this goes here. I want to retire and get a fun card like this. And you can too if you work for until the age of, what is it, 65 these days? Oh, actually, oh, it's too late. I've committed. Let's stick down the rug, or the blanket, technically. Oh, I wanted to do a little seashell. Do you think are we gonna overpower it with all the things if we add like a seashell? Let's just pretend we did. Yay! like this here. That'll do. Please, she's a seashell even. Just like a little one over here or down by the Happy Retirement, I think would be kind of cute. Do you reckon? Can't wait to see the finished card. We have to hit the shops before they close. Bon voyage, Jess. I'm sure you shall see it when you get back. Okay, let's add Mr. Croc's wine glass. There we go. And tiny cheese on a string. Cheese on a string, what am I talking about? Cheese on a stick. Bit of cheese on a stick. I need to do a stamp set with sandwiches, that's what I need to do. Okay, we are doing great here, guys. Do you think he needs another bottle of wine? Like, woo, let's just knock ourselves out. Woohoo! Maybe just the yay would work best. The best is yet to come. Oh, I like it a lot. Okay, I'm gonna stick these back down again if I can. Down, down. Stick, stick, stick. A little bit of colour to the wine glass. Oh, good idea. Put some wine in the wine glass, eh? What colour is wine? Is it this colour? Is this wine colour? Oh, I'm going to fail at this so bad. Is that a wine colour? Depends if it's wait. Yes. White wine comes in clear and red wine comes in green. Right. Oh, rosé. Or rosé, you say. But rosé doesn't come in green bottles, I think. But if it's champagne, it's white. This is too hard, guys. Too hard. I could just do like that colour. But it's not a champagne glass, is it? I am not qualified for this conversation. Committing, I'm just going to put a little bit in because, let's face it, she's already half sloshed. Isn't she? Oh, darling. Woo. I need wine in there too. There we go. No one will notice the wine. They'll be looking for the bottle. It's true. Woohoo! Right, we're doing good. Right, there was a suggestion for foam. It would be fun. I wonder if we could add some acetate or something to it. There we go. Why don't we use right, okay, so when this closes, can you see? She raises her head like this. She goes higher. Can you see when it closes? if I add pop dots, it's going to possibly catch on her nose. And if I add acetate, linking it to this level, so it's here, it's going to raise up and peek out. So it's going to have to go flush. That is my thoughts on the matter. Oh, we didn't do a sunshine. We pay so much attention when making cards, but sometimes the recipient doesn't notice. Very often indeed. Unless you bring it into your husband and then he tells you that it looks like a bottle of ketchup instead of a bottle of wine. Been there and done that. Okay, so this is looking fabulous, you guys. Oh, we need a shell. We need a shell. Celebrate good times. Come on. Or what about a starfish? Say what? We know a shell, or starfish. Don't let the bird fly into the sun. I don't know whether we want a sun. Maybe a sun on the outside? Naughty husband. I know. But also very truthful. It really did look like a bottle of ketchup. Alright. This is the Oceans of Love stamp set from Heffy Doodle. This starfish does have a face on it. I don't know if that makes any difference to anyone and their thoughts on whether he should be included or not. And Mr. Starfish. Not really sure what colour I want him to be honest. Does he need to be orangier? Oh, you can't see. IR31. Add little dots to him. I think the inside is done, says Yas. I don't know if anyone actually noticed this, but on the starfish, this shows you how much thought goes into creating dyes. When we were making the starfish, oh, you can't see it on this one. Okay. When we were creating starfish, I thought it was going to be really hard to figure out which way the dye went round, but there's definitely a way that works best. So this was the sample. So there's this. It's not a very good example to show you because this is the first sample I got, and I realized that it's going to be hard to figure it out. So there's a little tiny notch up here at the top of the starfish dye. If anyone has got the Oceans of Love dyes, there's a little tiny notch here. And that is to help people figure out the right way round. Now, it's also where the connecting tab was. So if you have snipped it off, it's where the connecting tab is. But if you don't know that and you don't pay attention to that whenever you're snipping your dyes apart, then it's really hard to even know that kind of thing. But I figured that if there was any that it was kind of hard to tell which way round they went, then that's a standardized thing that we could continue doing. The little notch. What do you think? Where should we put this? I kind of like him over here. I think he's cute. Or maybe the shell over there. Him in the background somewhere. Shell next to retirement. Like here. I like him there. Fills that blank space over there. Or we could put it down at the bottom. It might help balance it a bit more. Oh, you can't see. Right down here. I kind of like that. It helps balance this whole area up there. Committing. Guys, we are done on the inside. We now need an outside. Oh, you want something here? I could put some stones. I think we're done. I think we have to call that done. Unless we want to add a critter, like a crab or something like that to join in the fun. But I worry that we're going to do, we're going to ruin it, essentially. We are not going to get another card done tonight because it is 20 past 11. Right, what are we going to do on the front is the question. We had thought of a little bird, he told me. Put a shell by the basket. Okay, we'll go back to the inside. We just need to get the outside done. We could have like a guy with a wine bottle. If we wanted, we could just do it like a pattern paper or a celebrate or something. Or we could have him. A little birdie told me He's cute because he's a bird, but I don't think it reads well. A little birdie told me the best is yet to come. Happy retirement. Oh, maybe it does. A little birdie told me the best is yet to come. Oh yeah, that does work. But do I have a birdie? I do have a birdie. A little birdie told me, but I think it's tiny. I think the one that I have that says a little birdie told me is small. It was in that honeybee one, wasn't it? Let's have a mooch. Where are you? Or we could do like some of the there we go, some of the celebration-y things. Oh no, it doesn't. It just says sending you. It doesn't say a little birdie told me. Unless it's on a different stamp set. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of something else, a different stamp set. I may have given it away or something. Oh no, it's hippo birdie. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. In the stamp set you had of animals last week, you don't need the bird. The gator says the birdie told him. Yeah, we might not need a bird. It's not the bird I'm worried about, it's the sentiment the little birdie told me. The front, I feel sorry for you. The middle said it all. The stamp set I used last week with all of the animals on it was this one, was it? Is that the one you're talking about? I'm sure I had one that said little birdie told me. I'm going to keep looking, bear with me. You're a tweetheart. Not appropriate right now. This one. A little birdie told me. Yes, let's do it. The Hero Art stamp has it. Which one? The little one? The little one that I used? Did it? Lawn fawn set, I think. Little one or a big one? This one will work, a little birdie told me. It's a bit small, but that's fine. What we could maybe do is like some sort of a fun background, even if it's just pattern paper. And we could do like a little circle or something. And he is in the circle. I think that will work. And then have little birdie told me. Let's stamp this first of all. Let's figure this out. Fireworks. Fireworks. You're obsessed with fireworks. Do I have a fireworks stamp? I had a Love from Lizzie one, but I don't know. I think somebody really loved it and I give it to them. I can't even remember. Little birdie told me and we don't have to keep the bird, we could just have the sentiment. Maybe. We need to trim it down completely though. Yells wants fireworks. You are obsessed, girl. Yeah, I don't have fireworks. I've got the stars. I'll double check. I honestly don't think I've got that Love from Lizzie one anymore. Would have been perfect as well. It was a 4th of July one and it had some fireworks on it, in it even. Use my good old strips of ease. Perfect for sentiment strips. What's the name for this blowing thing on the other side? What's the name for this blowing thing? Blowing thing? Blowing thing. Oh, the blowy thing. Yes. Gotcha. This, I don't know what that is. What is that called? Oh, a party blower? It probably is. A party blower or something to that effect. Ooh, I had to cut that quite close. A little birdie told me. In French, it's called langue de belle-mère, mother-in-law's tongue. Is that right? It's kind of funny. You could go for some gingham, but then maybe that's a bit much. Or we could use that one, I suppose. A little bit. I'm going to get a stitch rectangle because I want to make it. I want to layer it up to make it nice and nice and thick on the front. So, ooh, this is a fun die for creating apertures. This is the clover frames from Heffy Doodle, and it creates a nice, fun aperture. That might work. In fact, we might be able to just add some, you know, like the embossing lines. We've done this before. I'm sure you know what I mean. I just can't get my words out right now. So we like crease it like this. I think that would be really fun. I'm trying to figure out whether we want white. Do we want a white front, or do we want like a piece of colored paper? Yeah, keep the rest blank, and then it's like pow. I do like it when a card punches you in the face, don't you? Oofed. Or, oh, I have an idea. We could use an embossing folder so it's just white. So it's like white on the front. Maybe give it the little Swiss dots. Oh, I love a Swiss dots. The die on the right of the screen looks cool. Can we see it? You can. This is the Clover Frames set from Heffy Doodle. And you get the A2 rectangle. And you get this fun frame, which you can use to create an aperture. There is this, which is like a lift the flap kind of die. So the cutting line goes from here around to there, and then there's stitching all the way around. So you can lift the flap up like this. This one is has got dashes all the way from here zip to there, and then this is a cut line. So you can lift up the tab and then pull it off to reveal something fun underneath. You have a little 3-leaf clover or shamrocky thing to cut out that shape, and then you've also got one which is just stitching, so you can move it all around your card to create fun little clovers on it. And then in addition you have the words good luck, which just cuts out that good luck. It's nice. Lots of dies. So we could do some like dots on here, and we could have, do we want him holding this? Do we want him holding the wine? Does it give away the secret? We could have a circle. We could even build up, like we could put some of the like the stitched blue background and then a little bit of the sand underneath. Will it give it away? Will it give it away? Oh, you want him at the party popper? I don't know if the party popper will fit in there. Let me see. Let me see. This one. Hey Fiona. Oh, Adeline says she likes the she quite likes the bottle. Well, she'll test it out and see. Fiona says, I'm catching the last few minutes. Yay! I was wondering if you're bringing out some more Christmas stamps. Love you, Eskimos. So a little update for you guys. We are working on our next release. We got our samples last week. They are good for our stamp size. My die samples are on their way. We are looking at probably mid-October is my guess for a release. Yes, there will be some Christmas ones, and here's a little hint for you. I'm working on the next card kit, which is going to include some of this twine. So I don't know if that gives you a hint or not. But yes, lovely to hear that you are excited about that. Yay! So it all depends on next week if my dies arrive and everything's okay, and how soon we can get everything. I don't think this works. I think it looks more like a pipe or something, or I certainly think that somebody of retirement age might think it. I am not sold on that one. I think his hands might work better. This kind of looks like a weird candy cane or something. I'm not in love with him. I'm going to emboss this with some polka dots. Some Swiss dots, I reckon. Hey, I'll be crafty. Yay, you made the live show. Yes, you did. I am making a retirement card. Ooh, is this too kitschy? I thought it might look a bit like the rug on the inside of the card. The party popper is the one you pull, not the one you blow. Oh, right. So it's not the long de Belmare. Is this it? That's not really what a party popper looks like, though. Is it? Isn't a party popper more like... Isn't it more like... this or something? I feel like I'm completely off. And then it like pops out of there. I don't think we can make that work. Certainly not at 20 to midnight when Lesley is tired. Oh, pull up the trousers. Let me see. Where is my Swiss dots? This is my Swiss dots. All right. The importance is to concentrate on what comes out out of the party popper, huh? Okay, let's run this through. We can always do another one if need be. Another stitched panel if it's not going to work out with the Swiss dots. But I think it's important for a card like this to have like the big effect on the inside. I think it really is like means it'll be good to keep the outside quite clean. I mean, it could just be that, to be honest. Anyone knows if we have customs to pay in Europe for products coming from the UK? There was this 20 euros thing, not sure if that applies. I think you do not, and here's the reason why. When I send something in the mail, if it goes to America, Canada, etc., my mailing, when it prints the address, it also prints a customs label, and I have to put in how much is the order, what's inside, etc. For Europe, there's no customs label, so you do not have to pay customs coming from the UK. At least for now. Goodness knows with this whole Brexit malarkey. So a little birdie told me, is that going to be enough? Like, this doesn't even look like it's doesn't look like a retirement card. But at first glance anyway. Maybe I should, where's my piece of paper? Maybe I should hand letter the happy retirement. You know what I mean? Like do a happy retirement. Just write it. Where's my piece of paper from earlier? Nope, that is not it. Lost. It has been lost. So create some sort of a banner and then write inside happy retirement. Do you think we should do that? Could the croc hold one of the Lord birds? Yes. Yes, you are the best. Do you think maybe he could go in there? I think it depends on whether his hands are going to cover the bird so much that it stops looking like a bird. This one might be cute. This is so cute. Let's try. It's exciting. Lorraine, you're the best. I hope this works. We could have a little like plethora? Is that the word? We could have a little collection of birdies around him. You should see this stack. I've got a chair beside me and I've got a stack of all my stamps and stuff lying on it. Or a bird could stand on his nose. More birds. Let's do them. Yes, Anne, thank you. Plethora. Is that how you say that? Plethora of birds. You can't blame me because it's nearly midnight and my brain goes all mushy at nearly this time. I hope Ruth's going to appreciate all the effort that you guys have put into this card. Let me see, I'll cut them out before I colour them in, just in case they don't really work. Side, haven't I? I'm laughing at the bird standing on his nose. Yay. That would be very cute. That's kind of cute. This guy looks like he's looking up, so that's why I kind of navigate to putting him there. He's so cute. And if we do this, we definitely need a birdie on the inside, don't we? I reckon so. Maybe 2 birdies on the outside and 2 birdies on the inside. The middle of the card is a hard task to beat, yeah, I know. Yells is off to bed. Night, Yells. Or wherever you are. See you next Friday. All right, I'm loving these guys. I think that's going to work really well. I think what I might do is even maybe just add a little bit of like color in the background, just like a little bit of a blue or something, just to make it pop, so it's not just all white. Oh, why 0, 0. There you are. And Y11. Oh, they're so cute. A bird inside trying to get on the wine glass. Ah, very sweet. Somebody said that something looked a bit lonely over there, so maybe we'll figure that out. So we could have a little birdie to hold me. And if this birdie is like there, looking at them, because birdie 1 is here and birdie 2 is there, right? And then this guy has got this one here. Let's just see what this is like. Oh, that is kind of cute though. Now I just saw that funny little turtle stamp is not for sale. The turtle stamp is an exclusive. It will be for sale on our next release in October. We did have a promotion where if you spend £30, you get the Celebrate for free. And if you spend £45, you get the Celebrate stamp and the die for free. We stopped that promotion last week, but if you do an order and it's over £30, put in the comments, say that you watched my live and that I said that I would give you the Celebrate because you spent over £30. I'll give you the stamp. That's no problem. All right, so we could have like this, and then he'll need to be somewhere drinking the wine. I think it's quite heavy over here though, that's why I liked it over there. Or here. Like this. This would be better if the birdie was looking down at him, so that's why I like him better here. On the nose. You like him on the nose? Nose or down here? And I'm not really sure we really do need colour behind it. I think we need some foam. That's what we need right now. We need some foam. Okay, he does look cute down there. I just think it gives you more of a, I don't know, like it leads the eye. This is me going back to my scrapbooking days. It leads the eye because he's looking at the crock, so you then automatically look at the crock. Oh, lost my stumps. I like this guy in here. Let's add a little bit of glue to him. Tuck him in because it's getting late and I have to get up early. What about him sitting on a tiny bit of that red, white paper blanket thingy? Well, the red and white was the it was the table, like a, well, I guess like a tablecloth or a yeah, a tablecloth or a napkin maybe from the basket. This is the rug, this one here. And I think it's going to be too green if I have him. Anne says I have to go up and get to work in 3 hours. Anne, what time is it with you? Are you in the UK? Where are you? Oh, Anne. That's unacceptable. I don't think you should go to work today. Do you work in like a hospital or something? Maybe you've got shift work or something. Oh no, don't pull off my, I'm gonna pull off my nail polish is the word I was looking for. I got a bit. Yes, okay, let's mount this. You're a teacher. This would be cute. Just bought myself a guillotine. I've been saying for ages and ages that I need to buy a guillotine and never did. So I'm all excited to just buy a guillotine. They said it should be shipped on Monday. Flip flap. Yeah, that's not enough sleep at all. So I either cut it off straight like this or give it a little pucker in, like a flag. but let's give it a little pucker. I can always mount it again if need be. I need to go in and figure out what all I need to bring with me for Crystal Maze tomorrow, because the Crystal Maze is pretty high like energy and impact in the fact that there's a lot of running around and stuff. So I probably need something like like leggings or something that's easy to move in. But then we're going to a fancy restaurant for dinner. So I don't know. I love my small tonic guillotine. Ooh. Anne says, oh, I am in bed and everyone is asleep and I am resting, which is what I'm telling myself. Love it. I have such respect for you guys and love you so much that you are spending your time watching me craft instead of sleeping. You know, that's like the highest praise. It's like my standard response to things is I'd rather be eating or I'd rather be sleeping, and you're pretty much telling me that you'd rather be watching Lesley crafting. So that is high praise, my friend. High praise indeed. I am very honored. I'm going to snip away a little bit of his wing. The foam part of his wing, not the actual stump part of his wing, because I want to overlap it slightly. Oh, maybe I should bring him up a bit. Too late, I've committed. Well, we have to stick this guy on. He's like, I'll eat that cheese if you don't want it. I don't mind. We had a dog, and the dog used to love cheese, like ridiculously love cheese. Many times we had to give Jet any medicine, like tablets. The only way you could get Jet to take the medicine was in a piece of cheese. Oh, and Jet was a black Labrador that we had when I was growing up. And if you know, we have got a stamp set, which is an alphabet, and it's named after Jet. It's called Jet Alphabeters. Da, da, da. A little birdie told me, oh, I ruined it. Let me do that again. A little birdie told me the best is yet to come. Happy retirement! Yay, we did it! I mean, it took 3 hours, guys, but it's pretty epic, isn't it? Do you know what the sad thing is? Because I have to give this to Ruth tomorrow, I have to stay up now and take photos of it. No, sad. I want to go to bed. Oh, I am happy with this. And I'm also happy that I got to play with my Crocs because I haven't played with them in a long time. I hope that Ruth will love this card for her auntie and uncle. And I'm sorry that we didn't get to do stamp roulette, but we do have next week. Although there is a wedding coming up soon, and I need to make a wedding card for that. So, but we could probably still do stamp roulette, and then we could try and make a wedding card around whatever stamps come up. And if stamps come up that aren't really suitable, then I'm sure I can do another live stream. All right. Thank you so much for all your help and all your suggestions. You guys have been absolutely amazing. And I shall see you guys next week. Yeah. Hop on over to Foxy at the what? Foxy in the city. Yeah. Photo bombing bride. Oh dear. What are we like? If you don't know what we're talking about, go back and watch last week's stream. Fun. Check me out over on Instagram. My handle is Hungry Heffy, and I am, like I said, sharing some projects that I've made over the last couple of months. I've got some exciting collaborations coming up soon, so you want to be able to see them, please come and follow me on Instagram so that you can enter those. Well, join me for the collaboration and also have a chance to like win, because there's always goodies to win for those kind of things. All right, look at my pile of stuff that I'm going to have to put away tomorrow night. But now, bed. Well, after a photo. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for all of your suggestions and hard work. Cheerio. Have a great weekend. Have a good work day, Fiona and Anne.